because right now Alright guys, how's it going? It's your homeboy XtremeTony. Want to welcome everyone to this Saturday live stream for November 26, 2016. So, just want to welcome everyone to this live stream. And I'm gonna be playing like the upcoming game that's coming up tomorrow, where the Chargers are going to be playing the Houston Texans this Sunday, tomorrow. And it's going to be an early 10 a.m. game. So. So I know. Hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving. And have some good time with their family or friends, or a combination of the two. But no one should ever spend Thanksgiving alone. I know right now there's a lot of college football going. Before I got on this live stream, I was actually playing some of these like Madden Ultimate Challenge things.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Chargers going up against the Texans. With that, we're up to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the San Diego Chargers and the Houston Texans.
Because this game is going to happen
Welcome to the
tomorrow
NFL
morning,
on
10 a.m.
Sports. With me as
Pacific.
always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
One of the hardest things is like the kicking meter.
Fresh off their trip to Mexico City. It was a closer trip for them than it was for their counterparts, the Raiders, coming from California. But neat to see the game down there, wasn't it?
It was, and especially the reception. When you talk about what happens in that stadium normally with their great passion for soccer, to see that translate to the NFL, that was a big deal.
Alright, so we got the 3 wide sets.
Now Osweiler on first down. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Former Miami Dolphin running back Lamar Miller.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Brock Osweiler, former Denver Broncos starting quarterback.
From the gun, it's Osweiler.
Double team on Melvin Ingram.
And the Chargers
Alan Manuel with the sack.
Down he goes.
Too much pressure.
From his outside linebacker
Well, that's just
spot,
4
he
guys
comes up to
coming in.
drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
One thing, though, is that if the pass rush can do well enough with just 4 guys, that means that the offense is going to have to keep one of the running backs or tight ends to help with the pass blocking. That means less receivers out in the field and easier for the for the coverage to get interceptions and more time to get sacks because the quarterback's holding onto the ball a bit more. Like I said many times before, I do know football. I've played football, so during the season.
Surveying the field.
Ooh! Oh shit!
Osweiler lost it.
I think they rule it dead. That happens sometimes, like that the grunt will cause a fumble. The offense is having a tough time
Here's Shane Leckler
keeping
now.
the quarterback upright.
His first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
The thing is, like,
and he's able to get it out of there.
This
is
guy
a pretty good kick.
is coming back from injury.
Now Benjamin. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Chargers. All the tough losses that they've had this year. So many close games. Get a peek at Phillip Rivers. 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions coming off their bye week.
And no matter how a season unfolds, every game that I see Phillip Rivers play, you see the passion just come out of him and the will to win. He doesn't care what the record is. So I would tell everyone in the AFC West, beware down the stretch. Phillip Rivers comes to play.
They'll run with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there.
One thing I like is that Melvin Gordon has been improving a lot these past couple of weeks.
This offensive unit, often they rely on the sure-handed Antonio Gates.
We know all about his basketball background, but his football acumen, one of the best tight ends in the league.
All right, so second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Well, it's a lot easier to really run the ball with a fullback than to have 2 tight ends.
No surprise there.
Because with 2 tight ends, it's much easier to pass the ball than to run it.
Became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one
Could be
big time
being
play was on
clowned
highlights
with the outside
everywhere.
linebacker
They want to see
number
more of
90.
that here in the
He was the
NFL.
#1 overall pick in 2014. Alright, let's try to get the ball in the air.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's able to find Inman. And he gets it to the 34. Good
I didn't
enough
think
for the
much of him when he first got with the
17
Chargers,
yards on
but
the pickup there. The
he's
drive will
been
continue
improving his
with a
game
first down.
like quite a bit.
That's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over
The
the middle,
former
he can really
Canadian
see everything
football
clearly.
receiver.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. look now at the defense for Houston.
Vince Wilfork is a terrific player. The first thing you notice, obviously, is his size. But his agility will surprise you. He can play defensive end as well as hold down the middle as a defensive tackle.
Let's see, 2nd and 6.
Second down now after the pass completion.
I have the advantage right now.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
So the one thing, like, just as important as a running back's ability to run and make defenders miss or run over defenders is his ability to see the hole, to that vision, to see the blocks unfold. That is just as important for a running back to get things done. Speaking from experience, we try to play running back at the junior college level.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets the first down here.
A lot of times, like, the holes don't develop, and then you just have to force it in at times.
You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen.
Especially when offensive linemen start missing blocks. And that's not good. That's good, because missing a block is going to cause either your quarterback to get taken to the cleaners, or it's going to cause that running back to... Alright, so going to go play action here.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh no!
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Wow.
Offense.
Center.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
I think the one thing is when you have this much yards to work with, it makes it very difficult in the real game, but when they're playing arcade style football like Blitz the League or NFL Blitz, that's like no problem. Because I don't think too many people understand the difference between simulation and arcade style as far as sports games go. Like the best example for arcade style sports games is like Punch Out and NBA Jam and NFL Blitz.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers.
And then this is a simulation, and then all the NBA 2K series and NBA Live series. Those are all simulation games. So how you guys doing this Saturday? What do you guys have planned for the rest of this Thanksgiving weekend?
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Country mile.
They go play action. Rivers finds his target. It's Gates.
Ooh,
and
look at that.
Brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard
Oh yes, Tecmo Bowl and NBA Street. Like your drop in, man. Welcome.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. And now a first down following that long gain.
I do remember playing. I do remember playing Tecmo Bowl as a kid, but I really didn't understand the game back then.
Sets up the screen to Gordon.
Ooh.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get it downfield for the touchdown.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
One thing is, like, that block at the end was the difference between that getting the touchdown or not and being stopped short of the goal line at the 1. Okay, cool. I'm pretty. I know you still have your like PS2 games going on.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this
Boom.
one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard
Taking
line.
right to the return man.
And now out comes Houston. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys
Actually, that song is in just about every sports game in a lot of like places you go.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
I see. He got his Xbox One and abandoned his 360.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jerry Atauchu brings him down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego
Chargers
defense.
won 3-4.
Corey Legion is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt
coming back
plays in
from
the
injury
backfield.
as well. Okay, cover. Nickel. Let's get the rush from Corey Legion. At least 2 Legion to quit.
On second down, here's Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Okay.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there.
That is
He's
true.
willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Miller, the lone setback. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them
How's
might
it going,
turn into
zombie?
a highlight.
Let's see.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go.
I got cover 2 going on. Let's see. Let's
On
get
second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like
Denzel
he'll spot
Turner
right
with
at
the-
midfield
with
at
the
the 50.
tackle.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller. And he
Okay.
actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop it, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
So they
All
pick
right,
up the
so-
first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it again with Miller. A little 360. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The
After this
defensive
game, I'm
line,
going to be
they've got to
heading
figure
out to
a way
the
out
gym.
leverage the guys up front, because
Get
the
myself
offensive
in
line
good
is winning
shape.
at the point of attack.
this Thursday. I wanted to go play a game,
And after the play
but
on
when
the
I
ground,
got there,
that brings
everyone
up
was
second
already
down here.
gone, like long gone, and I was just at my old high school, just running around the field and going up the stairs.
Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect.
One thing I do want to do during the week is
meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They
go
told
to the park. They got a basketball court over there, and then just start shooting hoops.
But look for them to
Get
try
my
it again later.
footwork done, or improve my footwork. One thing I
before the quarter breaks.
About these, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'll come back to me.
Osweiler.
Come on, get him!
And that is incomplete.
Damn.
Will Fuller was the intended target. And fourth down coming up.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt.
Yes,
He'd
former
take a repeat
Oakland
of his
Raider.
first.
Man, I can't believe it's the end of the like already late November. And then December's right around the corner. And I've been doing these live streams for about a year. Oh yes, Black Friday. One thing is, I didn't go to the stores and wrestle with the mafia or the mob of people try to fight for supposed discounts.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
I did my Black Friday shopping on Amazon.com. Got me the Elgato game capture device.
They go play action here on 1st
down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Cushing in there to bring him down.
Also got the new Uncharted 4 game.
Blitzing all the time.
And then I got the RAM to DDR3 RAM. Improves the computer a bit.
That's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's got Travis Benjamin complete.
Ooh,
he's going to get this one.
Good yards after the catch.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's funny, I said lollipop it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the
We don't have time to fumble the football.
It was fun to watch Melvin Gordon develop while he was in college at Wisconsin.
Yeah, right now it's like hella cloudy. I think it might be rain. It might rain today.
Catch the ball type of a guy. Took care of the ball pretty well, but that was a costly fumble there.
Yeah, costly fumble. By the way, what did you make of his rookie season?
I thought it was one where he just wasn't quite sure of himself. Had a lot of injuries in the offensive line. Used to running behind a fullback in college. Didn't have that in the NFL. We'll see if they start to increase that for him and try and shake him free. Plus, he's coming back from a knee injury his rookie year. Microfracture surgery.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry now for Miller. Look at the spin. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
That spinner was got me.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Ooh.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Average community, average yards. As far as like every time I play, every time I do a, I always tend to run the ball, and then the rushing average is above average, and then
throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And
no.
Fedorowicz has it, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra
He was left wide open.
Football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Nick Novak on now for the extra point.
Former Charger Nick Novak.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yes, I need to get good shape.
The Texans defense. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little gold sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
Put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. Rivers now, the throw on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. A nice pickup.
Oh, I have to change the play because there was no way for that run to be successful.
Unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Gordon on first down.
Ooh. Nice run. Love it.
And that'll be good for San Diego first down.
Partner, I was fortunate enough to see Melvin Gordon throughout his college career. And what I liked the most about him, he always added something to his game. He went from being what I called a gimmick runner, a lot of jet sweeps and things of that nature, to being a full-time, three-down back who can make big plays at any time.
Big plays indeed from Kenosha, Wisconsin. High school teammate of?
Say it.
Trey Waynes.
How about that? Pretty good right there.
Yeah, good combo.
Two of those guys end up in the NFL.
Rivers. Gates has it over the middle.
Ooh.
And he's brought down. Give him
Only one
13
incomplete pass.
Good enough for a San Diego first down.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns.
All right, let's see what I can cook up here.
A toss play.
Ooh, here we go, here we go.
Cuts back left sideline, and he takes it in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
It really gets very difficult to run the ball in the pros.
And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run the ball, especially on the outside, is a lot of the offensive linemen in the pros are not athletic enough to be able to pull and get to the edges to be able to block defenders on the outside, for one. And two, defensive players in the pro level are much faster. Plus, the hash marks are more narrow in the pros than they are at the college level.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here.
14-7.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Base 3-4. Defensive ends playing head up on the offensive tackler, called 5 techniques.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Alright, so rip.
Now Osweiler on second down.
Ooh, too high.
And it's incomplete.
Because when I was playing in high school on the defensive side, every time, like, the strength of the formation was based on the tight end. It was like a 2-receiver single tight end and 3, like your standard pro offense, 2 backs, 2 receivers, and a tight end.
Second down, let's see what the offense draws up
And
here
then the
on
strength of the
third.
formation was based on where was the tight end lined up on the left or the right side,
From the shotgun,
or the
Osweiler.
defensive left rather,
Then he's got
not the offensive.
to Hopkins.
Not the offensive side, but
14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
because usually on the offense it's like tight ends line up on the offensive right side and the defensive left, and usually it's like yelling out Liz, tight end on the left side, and we call out the formation.
First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Or if it's the tight ends on the offensive left, defensive right, it's rip.
On first down, Osweiler.
Ooh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Well, on this Thanksgiving week, some teams have some youngsters to be thankful for, don't they? A lot of rookies have really stepped up this year.
Well, Carson Wentz started from day one, even though they didn't expect him to.
Could have had the interception there.
Got his team off to a 3-0 start. They're 5-5 now, and he's getting kudos all around the league for his poise and his athletic ability. And how about Los Angeles? Jared Goff finally got his first start.
Yeah, he got his first shot, did okay. We'll see how he does going forward.
But to me, the story is in Dallas.
Oh, absolutely.
Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, not only are they playing well, they've affected a culture change for the Cowboys.
Osweiler. And he's got Fuller.
Oof.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go. 3-19. Miller.
No one to block him and it make the tackle. That's the one thing about a perimeter defender, whether it's a defensive end or an outside linebacker, is be able to penetrate, force, contain, and trail. Penetrate the line of scrimmage, force everything to the other side, contain things going your direction, and then trail if it's going away from you. That was like the one thing is like for a lot of like the technique used by a lot of defensive ends when I was playing in high school.
That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
Let's see. Another thing is like when it's a pass, we yell out pass, and then when the ball's thrown in the air, based on where the quarterback throws it, whether it's like middle or inside or outside.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
If it was like a pass underneath and where the linebackers are, it's like in, yelling out in. And then if it's like a deep ball, like towards the free safety is middle, yelling out, and then anything towards the sideline, out. Every time it was a run, yell out husky.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
All right, so let's.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Damn. Church formation.
On second down, Osweiler.
One of the hardest things is how to break a double team.
And it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
All right, same personnel group.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again, Osweiler.
Whoa.
Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
So they're going to have to kick a field goal.
I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 14-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away.
So at this point, it's going to be a 4-minute offense.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We'll have 3 timeouts and now it's a little bit less than a minute and a half.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
You know, this play was very successful for me during the PS2 era of the Madden series.
First down, Rivers. Oh, the ball
Fuck.
out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. Well, let me sneak this in.
I didn't have enough time to get that ball off. The pass rush got there.
Doing these updates for a while now, and it's been a fun ride, and a lot of thanks to the people behind the scenes.
Tremendous teammates and colleagues that we have. I know we're the front people, the voices, but they're the ones doing the work, and it is a phenomenal job that they do each and every week, especially to come in here and turn this around. These LCUs that everyone gets to put into their game, phenomenal, and it's just great. We certainly hope that the Madden community continues to enjoy them.
Yeah, I really appreciate everyone's passion and enthusiasm.
What the hell?
Yeah, a lot of smart Madden fans out there.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to.
I have no regrets.
They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Because I did what I thought was supposed to happen, or what I should have been doing.
After the interception,
because
and he's got it over the middle.
3 timeouts, minute and a half left to go in the half. Who wouldn't?
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Dumps it complete to Miller. Look at the spin. Balance. And he'll get
What
this
the
one
hell?
down to about the 20-yard line.
Wait, what's the flag for? Oh. Yes.
Still second down.
So this one's coming back. Let's go cover 3.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler underneath for Miller.
Didn't get to the quarterback in time.
The 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Houston calling a timeout.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
All right, so let's...
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Community average yards.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes.
I don't know if that was inbounds.
And just regular season, they got it done on that.
But I can't challenge it because within the 2 minutes. I need to bring the blitz here. Bring the heat.
Osweiler will throw again.
Yes!
No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a
Got
sack.
the timeout
And
called.
The Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Alright, so 3rd and 10.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz.
Come on.
How
How did they let him catch that one? Like, come on, catch, get him. Like, could have gotten him, but no.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Alright, so
And his kick is right through.
2 timeouts, 30 seconds left. Got enough time to get the ball down. At least get a touch, at least a field goal to tie it up at 17 all. But I'm not. That's what I'm not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to put a touchdown on the board.
The return man, Griff Whalen. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys
I am
in this
not
situation if they decide to take a shot.
I got some speed on the outside.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for a San Diego 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, Rivers.
Oh!
Almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Right now, pretty, well, not exactly balanced, but or the running game doesn't matter.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt.
Can he make it?
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
It was
Larry.
worth it.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are winning the turnover battle, but this is still a tight game. The Chargers, to their credit, have not allowed those turnovers to define them and have battled through it so far. All right, let's roll those highlights.
No regrets.
Chargers take it early in the second. We're going to get a fumble here. He'd make it count, running for 31 yards on the play.
One thing that's hurt me are the 2 turnovers. The fumble and then the interception.
Completion is made, and it leads to a touchdown. Texans tied up at 7. First and 10. Gordon's going to look for space, and he scoots into the end zone for his second TD. That takes the lead up to 7. They'll line up right at the 22-yard line, under duress, and the pass is picked off. Texans defense happy to get off the field.
8 carry for 65 yards.
Offense now with the shot after the pick. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Texans go up by a field goal. Chargers with the ball, final seconds of the half. Benjamin's got the reception, and that connection will lead to a gain of 24 yards. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All right, so let's get
this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
I thought about running it out, but no. I don't think we gotta be smart about it. This song gets on my damn nerves. Like, let me there. Let me there. Sounds like a little kid rapping in that one.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing, Rivers. He's got
at least got the first down.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So he
Good thing
makes
is,
the grab and the change
I've been
move
very
forward.
Nice job
efficient
by the offensive line, giving them
passing
time
the ball,
to complete that first down pass.
Other than that bad interception. All right, let's.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol.
Cover 2. Or cover 2 man.
They go play action here on first down. Gates has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Yeah, right in traffic, too. Let's try that play again, the one that got me into the end zone for the second time.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon.
Ooh.
Spinning again. Get 16 yards there.
That is
Good
awesome.
enough for a San Diego first down.
That is very good yards per carry.
The more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So it'll be
I wish
first
you
down
didn't have to
here
read my
after the
mind on that
run.
one. Let's see.
They come out here in the eye.
Oh!
Movement up front. I think this will be on San Diego.
False start. Offense.
Come on, man. Get it together.
Still first down.
All right.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. They'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side.
Ooh,
And the stop
almost
will
a
come
first
inside
down.
the 5 at the 4. 11 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the
All right,
completion.
3rd and a deuce.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
I got the advantage here.
Here's Gordon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
I was trying to bounce it, but
because protecting the football is job one for
that.
anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
2 for 3 on, or 1 of 2 on field goals.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
They got 8 carries for 30 yards.
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd down and 4.
I know I've been pretty good at running, stopping the run more than anything.
This is Miller, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Three.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second down, Osweiler. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz.
What the hell?
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Cover 0.
Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing, Osweiler. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and goal to go now. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Now the ball's out.
Fumble!
Lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Here comes the Chargers offense now. Back points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down.
All right. Oh yeah, half the distance to the goal.
To throw is Rivers.
Oh!
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The rule is if you touch the ball even with your fingertips, you have to catch it. You have to bring it in. No matter what. The one thing that has been working for me is the running game.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon.
Come on, stand your feet.
He's met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted.
You've got to be kidding me.
Andre Howe. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie
zone
game.
coverage. I need to be able to.
The football here. Now their opportunity to
like the windows close
out the window, and
they just have
everything
bad
is flipped in
timing
the other direction.
against zone defense. Every time the defense is in man coverage, I always
comes the Texans now.
Destroy them.
Close to hitting pay dirt last time.
They're in
Fumbling
zone,
down near
I'm
the
always
goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because
like
to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle.
He gone.
Williams. And all the way in.
I
Touchdown,
needed that one.
San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver. 70 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Woo-wee.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
But it's a road game. Gotta make the most out of this road game.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Damn. Did that go through the uprights?
The back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on
Yeah, they just keep throwing to that guy. Just 7 catches. Like, how do I stop that guy?
See the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Finding time. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Let's see.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Underneath for Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what can I do?
On 1st down, Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're
a lot of offensive line, a lot of blockers in front of them in that one.
All of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And no, I'm not going to shoot him in the head. Come on now. That's not part of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
13 carries for 37 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Chargers able to get
there you go. 2.5
Kyle
sacks.
Emanuel in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now Osweiler. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, so close again.
No interception so far. That probably should have been their first.
Yes, that should have been intercepted.
It's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield.
All right, so 4th and long.
Draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston.
Wait, they're punting? Oh, wait, I forgot they're out of his field goal range.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard
37. 37. It's basically out of Nick Novak's field goal range there. So they had to punt. Alright, so tied at 24.
And now San Diego getting set to go.
I think the goal here is to run a 4-minute offense and kick a field goal or a touchdown at the very end of it. Oh.
Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them.
Got 100 yards rushing out of that one.
Come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They come out here in the eye. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this one's incomplete.
You're like, I needed that pass. Like, I really did. That taking it away at the very last second.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On play action, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's
yes.
Caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there. 26 on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They come out here in the eye. Second down, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon.
Oh, come on.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 now.
That's one of the problems if the screen doesn't work and the defenders sniff it out, then that play's going to go for a negative yardage.
Because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him.
Because the blockers didn't get there quick enough, which was one of my complaints about why the outside runs don't work as well in the pros. And if you don't have athletic offensive linemen, screen passes don't work either.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this not in.
All right, so maybe I should pick a different play then, because I need one that's going to definitely work.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, 39. Have a long ways to go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught. It's down to
yes.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll run here. This is Dexter McCluster.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. No way. No freaking way. That was so awesome. Like hurry up, like we're gonna pass the ball and then just sneak one in with that run.
Likely we'll kick an extra point, but to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff, and then your defense. That's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're
that was so awesome.
In the NFL, there's a chance. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it would appear they're
especially that sweet spin move on the defender, like into the run. That was so awesome. One thing later on in the evening, I'm going to be going to a friend's house for a little get-together. Some friends I haven't seen in a long time, so I'm happy to be going to that. Alright, so the unfortunate thing about that run is that I left them with plenty of time left to come back with another score. Let's see. Alright. And then the way they've been passing the ball.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it's 3rd and 4.
Look at the
so many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the offense looking to pick up
Instead
the
of
first
blitzing,
down
I'm gonna
after the 2nd down
keep the
incompletion.
defender in underneath zone coverage.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. Call it a gain of 3.
I need to call timeout. I get my composure.
It's just their first. They've got 2
I'm losing it
here in the final stages.
I need to calm down.
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Oh, shit.
They'll look to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And then he's not known to making big plays like that. Gilly will die. Alright, so let's go.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He's back to throw. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing, Osweiler dumps it complete to Miller.
What the hell? Who left him wide open?
Inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now it's Osweiler. And he is across and
You have got to be kidding me.
And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, so they're gonna.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
I got one more shot at this. 16 seconds left. 2 timeouts left. The one thing that's gonna get me a touchdown or score at the end of this is another big run, like the last touchdown run.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, so
here's Rivers. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Rivers to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So we saw a lot of points in quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Trying to go for 3.
all right, so I have to kick off here.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Well, he tried to dance around a bit. It cost him, so. All right, so.
And heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Like, what the hell's wrong with the defense? Like, this is my bread and butter, stopping the run, and yet I gave up a big run in this key situation.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First throw in overtime now for Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Osweiler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You get the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
Oh!
Nice second down for them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Because I was going for the big play there.
Every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at
19
about the
carries for
30-yard
104
line.
yards.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
What play haven't I called that's going to net me some good yardage?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rivers now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't,
one thing you got to create is seal here and seal there. And then run the ball in the alley.
They keep it on the ground.
Yes,
again,
I know I'm quoting Lombardi.
He will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's how you run the ball.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Let's see.
Rivers on first down. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Rivers now from the 50. Gates has it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Rivers.
Oh, man.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
I think go with what's working. This toss play to the outside is working rather well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they'll run it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run it here with Gordon.
Yes.
And some room to roam now. Oh, shifty. And he is in for the score. And it is is absolute stun
That is awesome. That's called the finishing blow right there.
As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession
That was
stands
so
on the way
awful,
out,
just-
right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through.
And
That's why we
overcoming
got
3
to overtime.
turnovers.
And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker
One
room.
thing
And
like
speaking of buying things,
slow and steady
dinner
with
on
that
you
one.
tonight, Davis.
I kind of
Like
figured
the
that was
turtle
coming.
running.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the
Look at
NFL on
Comparison.
EA Sports.
Because both quarterbacks were very effective passing the ball. Minus those 2 interceptions. And then look at this, 149 rushing yards with those, that second touchdown. Oh yes, and then Dexter McCluster with that 43-yard touchdown run. And the third running back getting a couple of carries. Because this guy gave me a lot of problems. This guy and this guy, this trio of, let's see, because everyone pretty much got a fair share of the ball. Tyrell Williams, Travis Benjamin, Dontrell Inman, Melvin Mil. Well, that was a good. I wonder if he'll go down to the wire like that tomorrow. Well, I'm hoping that Chargers win. So I'm gonna wrap things up. I want to thank everyone for tuning in for this special edition. Now I gotta go to the gym, get myself in good shape, and then go to a friend's house for a get together. So that's what I have planned for the rest of the day. And tomorrow I will be doing the weekly Sunday live stream with WWE 2K17, and I am getting the roster done so that way I can start switching things over to doing the XGWL live thing on 2K17. So that's what I'm trying to do. Those are my goals. So with that being said, this has been your homeboy XtremeTony. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow after the Sunday night game. So thanks for tuning in. Adios.